Hey there everyone, Spazzy Dragon here from Discovery Freelancer, and welcome to Discovery Freelancer Let's Play Part 1 again. So yeah, by popular demand, I realize I did make a Part 1 and 2 about this, but it sort of stalled for a moment, and I decided to redo it again, but do it actually properly, because the old Let's Play had a bit too much tutorial and guide things in it, and as I already said in my earlier videos that it's either one or the other. You can't really mix two of them, so, well, here I am. But this time, I'm actually going to make it a little bit interesting, and to help me with this, I have MrHudson.
Yeah, you figured my name. Hello everyone, my name's Hudson and I've been playing Freelancer for a while. However, I've only been playing on vanilla servers. I spent my whole life on Hamburg City. And I've recently started doing Discovery, so I figured I'm gonna get Spazzy to teach me something about here.
And that's a horrible train of thought, actually, when you think about it. Also, you started doing Discovery. It really does sound like a drug, and it sort of is. This is coming from me as a person who has played for 7 years. Okay, so at least I am currently at the menu screen. I'm gonna go to the multiplayer.
Yep.
And the first thing you need to understand that Freelancer in by itself is a very old and, let's face it, it's a very flawed game. It was pretty much unfinished when it came out, so at the same time it was pretty easy to mod, so, you know, a lot of mods came out for it, and even when they discontinued the global server, and so all the multiplayer servers sort of kind of died, for a moment at least, until they figured out a global server workaround. A lot of mods spawned, and, well, here we are today. Discovery is one of the more longer-lasting mods, and the good thing about Discovery is that it's sort of a bit more multiplayer focused than the other ones.
Yep.
Although, quite frankly, not the best mod out there, but still, it's still fun to play. I still play it. A lot of people still play it. And today we're going to dive right in. Discovery Freelancer RP 24/7.
Yep.
So here's my test character, which I never deleted, because I always prepare before shooting a video.
So, shall we name the characters like whatever we want, or
Yeah,
like a particular scheme, or whatever?
well, the scheme about things is the fact that Discovery still remains a roleplay server, so usually it wouldn't really be a big deal because we had like roleplay servers for World of Warcraft, Grand Theft Auto. You know, it's not something uncommon.
Yep.
But the thing about Discovery is that we are trying to show ourselves as a, quote, serious roleplay server. So, you know, our set of rules is long as hell, and they are strictly reinforced, so if you decide to come
I've
here...
never read them.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, let's just start with the character name then, because why the hell not? The character name should be fitting in roleplay, so there's two ways to name your character. First of all, so basically just first name, last name, just a random one. I sometimes just use a random name generator. You can find that on Google. And the second is sort of like a name tag or like a ship name.
Okay.
You know, pretty much like Millennium Falcon was or something like that.
Okay, well, I'm gonna use the first name, last name, so I'm gonna name myself Watson Cole because that's one of the characters from one of the greatest books I've ever read, so yeah.
Be careful with that because, you know, everyone who's using some sort of, you know, existing name, be it a character name or a ship name, they usually get frowned upon because, hey, you're stealing that idea. Oh, this is a serious roleplay server. How could
I
you do that? But
I doubt anyone from the server read this book, but
exactly, I doubt anyone from the server reads books, so you're
well,
safe.
that was mean as hell, but
That was mean
whatever.
as hell. Welcome to Disco. One of the most newbie-unfriendly servers out there.
I know, right? I've tried 3 times trying to play the server on my own, and I've never succeeded.
Yeah, that's the idea. I'm not saying that the people on Discovery are mean, because, you know, otherwise they would beat me. But let's just say that Discovery has a bad habit of, there's a lot of rules that you need to memorize, which you really will need to memorize, by the way. You know, getting your shit deleted over
Jesus.
stupid stuff is not really a good time. And we have, like, community guidelines, like, you know, a set of unwritten rules, right?
Yep.
And when you join the server the first time, everyone suddenly expects that, you know, they're what they say is like, well, it's written on the forums. You can just check the forums and you can figure it out. Yeah, as if you have the time to read the whole freaking forum. You know, people have way too many expectations from new players, and that's just something to keep in mind. Anyway,
From my experience on roleplay servers and various games, I know that's happening a lot. So yeah, all right. So what now?
okay, I just made a character as well, Tom Wenhu. Because why the hell not?
Let's see. Oh yeah, I see you. Yep,
There we go.
Pennsylvania.
So, what is your first character name?
Watson Cole.
Hudson?
Watson. Like Watson.
There we go. The FI command is very good to, like, invite people with the same tag, but it's also very handy if you can't be bothered to type the full name of someone. So I just typed in Watson.
Okay.
Okay, so before we begin, I suppose we need to figure out, are we going to play like hard mode without the restarts, or, you know...
I think restarts are better.
Yeah, let's go with pussy mode. So, let's show restarts.
Yep.
And let's see which one can we take. You have beginner. Beginner is very bad because you get laid down with a minor ID, which instantly turns you hostile to every single criminal faction in the game. So that's not really going to be...
Let's not do it.
Yeah, let's not do that. We want to be free Americans. Freaking freedom. Okay, so Freelancer Boar Worlds, Freelancer Gallia, Freelancer Liberty, Galax Civilian, Liberty Civilian. You know, I don't really remember which one of these started not in Liberty. I can't tell. Okay, let's restart as Liberty Civilian then, like LI Civilian.
Okay.
So
well, I'm gonna be kicked.
Yep, same as me. So how long did you play until you were like, how far did you get before?
I got like a transport the goal and 10 million, and then my character just went to hell because I installed FL ID Manager, and you know, for some reason my Discovery ID just went into oblivion. So
yeah, that's pretty much take into account, folks. Backup a lot, backup forever, backup.
yeah, you know, I've realized that's a good idea. So now I have my freelancer IDs backed up in like 3 different cloud drives. So
exactly.
And I also have them written on the paper. So
that doesn't work, you know that.
Well,
okay, so for those of you who don't know, for all you new players, we just restarted our characters, which give us at least a little bit more information and reveals most of the vanilla map. If we go to the you know, Sirius sector map, then we can see that all the vanilla old maps, old systems are revealed for us, including the bases there. Obviously, we're currently looking at like half of the map, half of the systems on Discovery mod, so there's plenty to, you know, explore and discover, because, you know, we like to use that word a lot. Hey, look.
Why?
Because that's the name of our mod, you know, discovery.
Oh yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it sort of does. Okay, I just undocked from Manhattan, like good old times.
So I'm gonna do this as well.
Okay, so we are starting off with a Stargazer civilian shuttle, which replaced our Starflyers because, you know, no one likes the Starflyer. Sort of. Okay, so what do we want to do?
I have no idea. Let's get money.
Let's get money.
I want to get rich.
I want to get rich. I'm a freelancer. I just undocked from Manhattan. I lived a life of poverty. I nicked someone's... You do realize that this thing that we're flying is basically like a Dodge minivan in real life? Pretty much accessible to every single, like, you know, family man. Yeah, just imagine a Dodge Caravan with guns, because America, like, this is the American variation.
That's the greatest comparison I've ever heard.
Alright then. So obviously we're not going to just sit there in our shitty little shuttles. We're gonna make some money. And one of the ways to make money, as I probably mentioned in my earlier videos, is to mine some scraps. Because scrap mining is nice and profitable. And junkers pay well. Oh, junkers are assholes. Actually, if you check your inventory, you probably will see the Discovery Roleplay server rules, which I think you could just jettison right now, because that damn thing is probably out of date anyway. Our rules
Well,
tend
I'm
to get
gonna sell
updated.
it. That's $100 more. So.
Yeah, you can buy yourself a piece of gum. Hey, look, that is a junker. The Flying Junkman, flying a salvager.
That's a cool name.
That is an awesome looking ship. Just look at it. And he has manifolds.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's a
looks nice.
salvager. That is one of the only transports, like one of the 2 transports in the game, which can mount gunboat turrets. And that thing hurts a lot. Like, a whole freaking lot.
I'd imagine.
Okay, let's just sell this crap that we have here. Hey, I have 25,000, yay.
Well, I have 25,300, so...
Oh wow.
You know, second that.
Badass over here.
Alright, so do we sell like guns or something?
Nah, I don't think we need to go that far.
Okay.
Not to mention we need those guns to actually mine, so you know, selling your mining gun is probably a very bad idea.
Okay. So we're just gonna mine scrap right now, so...
Yeah, for now, yes. Let's just quickly mine something up for a little while.
From what I've seen on your first Let's Play, the scrap mining got nerfed as hell.
Yeah, it sort of did, and the problem was that everyone was just abusing the hell out of it. Oh, I'm full.
I'm not. Well, that goes not as fast as I thought.
No, it doesn't. But hey, you can sell this for like 300. Sorry, 30,000. I don't know why I said 300. So we need to keep grinding like this until one of us gets a freighter. And then, like, we need to pool our money together. One of us gets a freighter. And then we can figure out what to do. Yeah,
what freighter are we gonna get?
Kamara, but I'm biased against the Kamara. Or biased for the Kamara, because the Kamara is awesome. And every other freighter sucks.
I like the name.
Well, yeah. I like it. I love how it looks as well. It's just one of those freighters, like, most people look at freighters and they're like, okay, so basically that's the ship I fly around for like half a day until I get a transport, right? But no,
yeah.
the Kamara and the freighter in general, when it comes to Discovery Freelancer, is one of those ships you might want to keep because it sort of does what it's supposed to do in that sense. It's a very fast ship, it has a lot of guns, and if you outfit it correctly, it's pretty much the poor man's version of a gunboat.
Oh, well that sounds cool.
Yeah, especially if you know how to turret zoom and turret steer, which needs a separate tutorial. Hey, beep beep.
Oh Jesus
beep, beep.
Christ.
Parking like a true American, I see.
For some reason that was hell of funny.
That was a hell of a funny.
Where is this base?
Right next to you.
I know, but when you rotate, that's kind of hard to find. You know, because fuck the interface.
The interface could do a bit better, yeah. Okay, cargo space 110. And the one that I have is 40, so hey, we could actually upgrade to a CSV for a moment. for a moment anyway.
Well,
It costs like 170,000, so I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Oh yeah, don't select me, otherwise you'll be mining in my hold.
okay,
Because
I will not.
mining is a group project thing. So basically, you have a transport and two miners or one miner, and they just select you, and everything that they shoot goes into your cargo hold.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I mean, I don't know why it just doesn't fall off on the space, you know?
Because it generated a lot of server lag. Back in the day, it was pretty damn... It was just like that. You just shot stuff, and it just fell out. But the more people we got at the time, actually we had a massive influx of new players back in the day. It was around 4.85, I think. And it was the reason because CCP, the owner of EVE Online, I think it was the time when they sort of shut down the EVE Lite client, so everyone with a very bad PC just couldn't play anymore, and they just started looking for alternatives, and well, one of them was Freelancer.
Oh. Well, I've never played EVE Online, so I don't really play MMOs all that much.
I can see why. Anyway, I just bought myself a SCV.
Yep, I guess one more cargo of scrap, and I'm gonna be able to buy this one as well.
Remember to actually transfer your ID when you buy the damn thing,
Okay.
because it doesn't transfer. Look at me and my 75% power nerf. Because I'm using a freelancer ID on a junker ship, and the junkers don't like that. It's like, nope.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, do the mining arrays give you anything?
Yeah, it sort of does, but only when you have the full thing. Someone's being angry on TeamSpeak right now.
What?
Someone's being angry on TeamSpeak.
I don't know.
Oh.
There's nothing going on the channel, really, so...
Mm. No, I just heard the blips. Someone's someone's typing something.
Well, I have every sound of, TeamSpeak, like the voice announcer, whatever you call it.
Mm.
I have it turned off, so, yeah.
Makes sense. I should have done so. Did you get yourself thingamady?
CSV? Yes.
Look at me, CSV.
Yeah.
Just feels like one of those fat American cars.
Well, for me, it looks like one of the Polish cars from like 20 years ago, so.
Hey, look. I just unloaded my whole ship's worth in scrap metal.
And?
Well, the ship costs about 170, right?
Yeah.
And you'd get like 50 on that for on the beginner ship when you unload. I just unloaded like 140. So if he unloads, then we're gonna get a better ship by then.
Okay, well, I am 96 on scrap right now.
You know what? I think we might as well try. I don't remember if we will get the bonus if we don't have the junker ID itself. Like if we only have the guns.
So,
Light,
like,
light mining array, enforcer. Oh yeah, I'm gonna quickly mount it and see if there's any sort of change. You actually have
I
to
mean,
hit the stuff with it.
the problem is that CSV doesn't have the
forward.
Turret shooting forward, so...
Yeah, well, that's what turret view is for.
Well, yeah, but still might be tricky to shoot it.
Okay, I shot 1, and it's 3. No, it's actually worse. It's
Okay.
actually worse. Like, what the hell?
Well, that kinda sucks.
Yeah, it actually is worse. You know what? Scrap metal... Dresden, Hamburg, New York, New Berlin. You know...
Also, I think mining helium in Pennsylvania is more profitable from what I've seen,
Yep.
because you mine 20 helium per one rock.
Yeah, let's go. Not to mention we can sell it off on a player base anyway and get even more.
So we're going to Pennsylvania?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna sell this scrap. Fine,
Hey,
let's
look,
go.
that guy who we met just now on the salvager, he just
Yeah,
got
I
kicked.
see.
Bad boy. Must be doing something you shouldn't be doing.
Where are you? Where are you?
I just decked.
Oh, okay.
Sold I myself.
Well, I'm going to Manhattan so you can formation me.
Oh yeah. Formation in a scrap field. Best idea ever.
Yeah, obviously, right?
Obviously. It's like, why wouldn't you?
Only better one is when you're near planets.
Going around a planet. Hey, look, there's the guy. It's actually pretty funny. This thing is technically a freighter, but it doesn't have the freighter speed. Like, one of the advantages of a freighter over a transport is the fact that it has a slightly better cruise speed, so you can catch up to people or just fly away from people.
Well, I mean, I doubt this is a trader because on Erie there's this guy called Sunburst and it has like 500 something cargo space, so you know.
Yeah, that's the ship you'd get from a restart. Like a restart
Yeah, and
beginner.
it's also like three
Also, you're
times
flying
cheaper.
into a planet just now.
I have a go-to, so you know.
And before blue message. Aww.
Not today.
What do we say to the planet's atmosphere? Not today. That was a Game of Thrones reference.
I didn't watch Game of Thrones.
Yes,
I mean,
you
I've tried, but oh Jesus. But I
Look at me!
yeah, but I fell asleep in the middle of first episode, so
It gets better. Like, there's 2 people here. Go D5 and you see me. What?
so with the double slash you mark like out of
Yeah,
RP
role
stuff,
play,
right?
which you shouldn't be doing. Also, what we're doing right now is a very bad idea. Don't
Why?
L-tab! Don't L-tab! No!
The hell?
We are bumping in each other during, like, as we fly.
But you're
Oh
like,
no! Oh no! Ah!
what the hell? You were like 2k away from me.
Not anymore. Now I'm like 20k away from you.
Well, I'm waiting for you at West Point.
I realize I should have just, you know, gotten out of the lane, but I suppose I just wanted to show people what happens if you enter the trade lane in formation. It's a bad idea, and the fun part is that NPCs do that as well, so if you are, like, entering a trade lane from somewhere in the middle, and there's an NPC, like, patrol behind you, they're probably going to insta-kill you.
Well, when I
Jeez,
made
this is like freaking Latvian highways all over again.
when I made what do you call it, restarts in Gallia, I just went into one of the Gallic battleships just to see what will happen. And they're constructed so badly that when I flew into it, it just insta-killed me because I apparently locked into 2 of the parts of the model, so yeah.
Yep.
Where are
Lesson
you?
learned, do not ram capital ships, it hurts.
Oh, you are at Rochester. Alright, well then screw you, I'm going to Pennsylvania by myself, I'm gonna wait for you there.
Ah. there's an LNS next to Manhattan. It's the name for the Liberty naval ship, basically.
You know, I figured it out.
No, I mean...
I'm smart.
Shit. You're not fun.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
That's pretty much... that's the name people use for capital ships.
Yep.
So, Liberty has LNS, Britannia has HMS, like Her Majesty's ship. Rhineland has RNC. And,
Why RNC?
Hmm?
Why RNC? I can't figure this out.
It has... It's something in mock German something.
Oh, okay.
No, actually, I think the names, like these names used by independent players for marking capital ships like the LNS and so on, I think it actually comes from the vanilla Freelancer. So
That might be true.
yeah, so RNC, if you play the single player, then I think they actually mention this, like RNC Donau approaching.
Yep. You know, I record Let's Play from it.
Yeah.
So it's... Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Where the hell am I? Okay, yeah.
Are you getting lost?
No.
No, obviously not.
I'm sure it's safe. Famous last words.
Yeah, famous last words. I suppose let's quickly check how much money we can get from that field, and I suppose we can stop, like, the first episode.
Sure.
Oh, look at this gate. I like how they never remove the Tachia research stations, like, hey, that was a station blown up by a Liberty fleet. Let's just leave it there.
It was?
It's next to the gate. It's next to the Pennsylvania gate.
Yeah, I know, but you know, it could be kind of hard to remove if we're talking about roleplay. That's like a giant wreck, you know.
Yeah, it is a giant wreck, but you know, junkers. They'd eat up that wreck in like minutes.
That's true. Okay, so I see you're approaching Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going towards the field.
I'm just gonna cut through. I'm not even going to use the lane.
Yeah, I'm going like on cruise from Pennsylvania or from Philadelphia.
All we need to get is a... Hey look, the CBL gas compression facility is dying slowly.
Why is that?
Well, apparently someone didn't supply it. Oh, look at that guy.
Is this like a...
rank 71 in his Liberty super transport with 5,000 cargo space. We're the real people. We're the real man.
Is this what do you call this, gas compression something? Is this, what is this? Like a player-owned base?
It's a player-owned base.
Okay.
But in order to keep these things alive, you actually need to supply them with like alloy and repairs and food and water for the crew on it.
Okay.
And in return, they make all sorts of goodies for you, like cloaks, jump drives, scanners.
Sounds like fun.
Well, yeah, when you are the one that used them, yeah.
And how much does it cost to create one of these?
Depends where you place the base, because like everything you build on it requires some sort of like commodity.
Oh, so you have to like have a... Oh, I see.
Yeah, pretty much. You bring your own commodity, and pretty much like that.
So, by the way, getting the full holds of helium took me like 30 seconds.
Because, reasons? You're not really good at shooting helium out of asteroids, apparently. With combat
I mean,
guns.
that's like a lot faster than the scrap, so...
Well, that is a lot faster, but will it sell for like I have you selected, which is obviously a bad thing.
Well, I believe we should have taken the freighter from Erie
We didn't have
before
money
going here.
for... We didn't have money for it. We started off with like
We didn't.
25. We only started with 25.
I mean, before we went into the field here.
I don't know how much it costs. I have like
Yeah,
258,000
but
right now.
that's like cheapest chips,
Yeah, fair
like
enough, I suppose.
50,000 or something like this.
Okay, so you're going to sell at CBL, and I'm going to sell
Yeah.
at that one other base next to Planetary and see just how the... Let's compare the prices and see where we should sell off, so to speak.
Yep.
And after this, as soon as we get some decent freighter, we can actually start doing something a bit more fun.
Like what?
We're going to rob NPCs for their cargo.
Oh. Oh, you.
Oh yeah. I'm not the sort of person who likes to play like with the rules like, oh, I'm gonna fly from point A to point B. No, screw that. I'm gonna punch my goodies
Yeah, that's boring as
out.
hell.
Like I'm gonna punch my goodies out of your face.
Right, let's see. That's 1100. And I got like, I don't know
A
how
lot.
much they have before.
Well, more than
How much they have before?
I don't know, but apparently more than you know, scrap mining.
Yeah, that was about 200,000, so that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
but the problem here is that it all depends on whether or not the base is full of the commodity you want to sell or not.
Oh. Okay, well, so I
Okay,
suppose...
so this thing sells for 800. That's not a lot. Oh, and this base is full as well, so
So I suppose we're ending the episode here.
yeah, I suppose so.
Alright, so, well, I guess thank you for watching and see you next time.
Next time.